Hey guys, this is Hawkeye and I am back with Ultimate Fishing Simulator, and welcome to Mount Fuji and the Japan DLC once again. Now, we took our first look at it last episode, but I have been playing around in here and trying to get myself familiarized with where these species are and what the species are. And to be perfectly honest, I really like this one. This one's a really good DLC. Very easy to get them once you know how to find them and where they're located and what they bite. Now, one of the things that I wanted to focus on for, primarily for this is some of the newer species that you're going to see. Now, as you can see, there's some kayaks in front of me. Honestly, I don't care for the kayaks because they're just not fast enough to get around. Most of the time I just prefer to fish off the side, or there happens to be some pretty cool boats here. They look real rustic, but they work just perfectly fine. Anyway guys, we are going to be checking out the map, and there's a lot of different pegs that we can go to. Now in the first episode we were on the island at number 12, but the one we're going to be going to this time is number 5, and the reason we're going here is we're going to look for the biggest fish that this lake has to offer. Possibly second biggest. I'm not sure if the whales can get bigger in here or not, but we're going to see if we can't find them first. And there they are. You can tell where they are because they are big, old fellas. Let's see. Make sure they are the right kind here. Let's see here. I'm going to have to wait until it does its thing one more time. There we go. Yep. No, those are actually Wels Catfish. The last time I was here, there was a different species. So we're going to have to take a look around here, guys. Let me find them, because maybe they must move or something, I guess. Let's see, we'll try 4. See if they're over here. Alright guys, I have found them. Looks like they've moved, and I guess that it's, well, that's normal for fish to move from place to place. But you really kind of know what what you're looking for. Now, if I go ahead and use that little hunter vision, you'll see some real thick-bodied fish. But they're not long with short tails. The thick-bodied ones are the barbs that we're after. The ones that have the longer bodies, those are Wels Catfish. Now, we're not after them at this point. We've already done that. So we're going to see if we can't get these guys. Now, I'm going to go ahead and put down my rod pod here. Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. And let me show you what I've got on here. You've got to have some big hooks. 7/0 or better, most likely. They go after a lot of different things, but it seems like they go after a lot of the same things that carp go after, like corn, peas, semolina balls, dough balls. On here I've got 3 semolina balls just to make sure they're really interested. And on my float rod, I think I'm going to change this one up here. We're going to take that off. Put a mix of dough balls. Then we're going to do a semolina ball. And they don't go for the marshmallows, but the eels do, which seems kind of sweet. Eels going for that seems kind of strange. I don't know why. But they do go for the corn, so we're going to give them something to go after here. Now I'm going to switch that off. We're going to see where they are again just to make sure I throw this right. Oh, they're right in front of me. You can see how big they are. I'm going to go ahead and grab number 4. Wait a minute, that's my float rod. There we go. And then we'll get out the float rod and see if we can't see these guys up close. There's one. Yeah, these guys get really big. Giant Barbs is what they're called. I'm not sure if they're in the carp family. I don't know much about them. Except they're giving a Wels Catfish a run for the money in their size. Okay, we've got a bite on one of our other ones, so. That's right, this one right here. Oh, good God. It's a big one. Yep, I think we definitely have one of them. And they are definitely worth the fight. You got to fight them because they will break the line if you don't let them wear themselves out. Okay, he's almost to the point where he's going to turn. He's got to run it out a little bit more. Okay, we got him. We got him. It takes a lot of practice, I tell you guys. And in some cases, they're going to take it no matter what you do. So when he gets close to about 70, I'm going to have to take that tension down again, because if he decides to bolt, we don't want him snapping a line. See, he's pulling a little bit now. I'm going to move in here a little bit so I don't have to. Yep, we got him. Giant Barb. Now, he's not a record for me, but it's not a bad one. $142, 20 pounds. That's what they look like. They do look a lot like carp. Whether they're in the same family, I couldn't tell you. I'd have to look it up, honestly. Not a species I'm familiar with. Let's see here. Looks like they're still right out there. There's a lot of others out there, too. Now, this lake's teeming with trout. So if you like trout, you're going to find them. I think I might size my hook down here a little bit. I'm not sure, but it's... No, it says 7 or 6. Let's try 7, because that's what the others are equipped with. Maybe my hook's just a little too small. God, he's right there. Look at that. See if that gets their attention. There's one. Oh. Got one on another rod over here. Let's see. Looks like it's the second rod this time. Ooh, he's close too. He was right offshore. Oh boy. Yeah, this guy's bigger than the last one, for sure. See, I'm not putting any pressure on him, and he's still taking a line, so... Nope, gotta back down. Got plenty of line. He can go out well over 500 feet. We're not even halfway there yet. Now he's gonna snap it. This is a big fish. Now I have caught one of these while testing this, and there was nothing I could do. He just took the line out and that was the end of it. He was just too big. We may have the same problem here. I don't know. Got to be patient with these guys. Okay, he's starting to slow down. Okay, we're actually gaining on him now. Wasn't sure if we were going to be able to get him in or not. He made it out to 350 feet, if I'm not mistaken. Let's take it down to 67. We got him. We can take it easy. It ain't gonna hurt anything. We don't want to overdo it. This is a big fish. There we go. I think we're going to get him in now here. Alright, we got him. We got him. Yeah, when you get these big fish, you want to kind of go into the water a little bit. Ooh, there he goes. You got to watch for that. A lot of species will pull that little trick. It's like right around 70 feet. It's like they suddenly realize they're caught and they're like, hell no. So he starts gaining again. This has got to be a big fish. Yeah, he's still gaining. Wow. Okay, he is no longer pulling out the line, so yeah, I thought that was a little easy, and you've got to be so careful. Okay, let's take the tension down a little bit more. Yeah, you can't just flat out reel him in just yet. Now I think he's moving towards me, so he's letting me pull him in a little bit. And when it gets to about 70, I'm going to take the tension down even more. So he doesn't pull his little routine again. He still might. Nope, I think he's finally tired out. There we go. Oh, crap. 82 pounds. 82.64 pounds. He's a new record for me. Ooh, $516. This is the way to make some serious cash, guys. As you can see, I'm at over 7,000 cash. Now it's getting close to 8,000. You catch a few of these, it isn't going to take very long. Takes a while to get them in, but it's well worth it. The nice thing is this bait if you're after these guys, you don't have to worry about the Wels Catfish going forward as much. They will. They do eat peas, but not like these guys do. And you shouldn't have to worry about the eels. Eels are fun to catch. They're not worth much. You might get $5, $7 for them. Not sure why they're so cheap, but let me see. Why am I losing bait off of this? Okay, I'm going to go ahead and add a few more then. Let's see here. Quip. That may be a little bit far out, but there's one right there. In fact, I think he's interested. Yeah, I think he is. Here he comes. No. Well, well, that was weird. That was weird. He changed his mind altogether. There we go. Alright, now we can see one up close. I don't think he's as big as that one, but he's nothing to get upset over. Okay, he is still taking it out. Let him go. Let him go. Once he stops, let it down. He's still not letting it. He's still not stopping. So he's decent. He's decent. Not sure that he's as big as the other one, but well within the same range. I'm guessing 60 pounds. Well, I still got plenty of line before he takes it out. Okay, we're still not getting anywhere with turning him around yet. Okay, we may have hit his pressure point here. Yep, we're actually bringing him in now, but not easily. You got to... This is touchy, guys. You got to take your time. You see how quickly that goes to red. You gotta have your finger on that tension, that metal button, and roll it down whenever he starts putting too much on it. Got a little bit of a lag there. That I don't like that when that happens, because then things could change and it jumps forward. So just to make sure, I'm going to take tension down just a little bit more. And as I've said before, when he gets about 70 feet, take the tension down a little bit more. You can always put it back up. It ain't gonna hurt anything. Okay, there's the crucial point right there. See what he did? There, he did it again. They do that. It's, I don't know what it is, but That is a major trick these fish pull. You almost get them in and then they make a run for it. Yeah, the only thing I really wish is that you could get a better pose with these guys. Like a pose shot or something. Okay, he had his fun. Now it's time to bring him in. Now let's just go ahead and take it up to this, because it's actually easier to fight him in this perspective. Because then you can raise your rod and... Okay, I think we're going to get him this time. Yep, 66. I'm good. I knew he wasn't as big as the other one, but I knew he was decent. So there's 8,000. That's the way it's done with the giant barbs, guys. It seems like there's always plenty of them. You can see a bunch of them. There's some wells over there, and some decent sized wells. Let me show you something here too real quick. I'm going to grab this rod here, and I'm going to take that bait off because it's too small. Let's come down to lures, soft lures. Now I have been using a lot of these lures and testing them, but this lure here, this bright old lure, for some reason the Wels Catfish love it. So I'm going to equip that one. I'm just going to see if I can get one real quick here. See if I can't break my record. But anyway, you got to use the stop and go or the lift and drop. And I figured out the lift and drop on this finally. Took me a while. Yeah, let me show you what I'm talking about. Let me get an idea where they are first. Okay, those are not as big as the ones that were over here. Let me come over here. Alright, we're going to cast this thing out as far as we can. Okay, take the camera view down. Now we need to let it sink all the way to the bottom. Hit the F key until you get 2 little notches on the bottom there. Now you start reeling it in, and as you're reeling it in, click the right button. You notice that the lift and drop is now going up. That's how it's done. It's much simpler than I thought it was. Hopefully there's one nearby. I don't know that there is, but might try to stop and go. Stop and go is a little tougher to do. Okay, there they are. The lift and drop, if you're going after trout, if you're going after largemouth bass, and yes, there are largemouth bass in here, they will go for the... Holy crap, there they are. Oh man, it's a big one too. Alright, let's see if we can do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, pause. 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 Damn, see? Every time. Every time. Okay, this guy is big. This guy is very, very big. I don't know if he's as big as that Giant Barb was, but... Okay, he's still gaining. Okay, we are at... Okay, we gotta let him take out a little more. He's gotta get a little more tired. Jeez. He's just going way out to the deep water. That was close. He almost broke the line there. I'll tell you what, let's take the camera view out. It's like I said before, it's easier to fight these guys from up here. Okay, he is holding steady. Still got a little strength to him. Yeah, he might be bigger than that Giant Barb was. Still, we're not gaining on him yet. Not sure, guys. He is still taking it out quite a bit. If I could just gain a couple of feet on him. Okay, that time I did. He's getting a little too close to the length of this line here. But I think, yeah, we got him. We got him now. Let's take the tension down a little bit and keep reeling. I'm going to bring the rod up a little bit. Put a little more pressure on him. This is going to take a while, guys. Okay, guys, he is getting close, but he's also getting close to that 70-foot mark, where they like to pull their little tricks. So far, so good. He might not do it. Here he comes. He's a big fella. Okay, not as big as that Giant Barb, but still, he's a record for me. 70.41 pounds, and they can come bigger. See, I wish there was a way to be able to look down at the fish, but you can't. Can't zoom, can't do anything like that. That's one thing I really wish they could change. But yeah, that's that lure. That lure is, I got a 7/0. I haven't tried the bigger ones, but 7/0 seems to work just fine. One more fish, guys. You know how I am. One more fish. I think I might try a 9/0. This is probably pushing it. Probably pushing my luck here. Because I could end up laying into one that's way too big for me to pull in. And they are out there. Just like to be able to break the largest fish I've ever caught record. So that tells you right off the bat, can't use that size hook. Okay. Nothing there is big enough, which is helpful. Let's try just a size smaller. If it says it again, then we know 7/0 is what you have to use. Okay, make sure it hits bottom. 8.5 feet is usually it. Boom! Damn. Okay, 8/0 is about it. And there's one that's even bigger. Jeez. Alright guys, it's gonna be a fight. It's gonna be a fight. But I don't think he's as big as that other one was. Respectable. But he's already turning, so that... I couldn't even get the other one to budge. Yeah, this one's not nearly as big. Probably in the 40s. That one that swam by just as after he got it was probably 80 plus. Okay, so far, yep, there we go. Well, at least they're consistent for the most part. Every now and then they don't do it, but more than most likely they do. Okay, that was his last hurrah, I'm afraid. Step up the pressure. Yeah, see, gosh, he's nowhere close. He's little compared to those other ones. Still, anyway guys, that is it. So we haven't been able to break our record yet, but we did pretty good. We got one that was over 80 pounds, one of those giant barbs. We got over 70-pound Wels Catfish. So I am not complaining. Well, anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed that episode. Please be sure to share, comment, like, and subscribe, and we will be back for another episode of the Ultimate Fishing Simulator. I think the next time we might go out on the boat this time, see if we can't get some of the spotted trout. Cannot get them off the shore very easily. I've been able to find them regularly out in the center though. Anyway guys, until then, as I always say, aim straight, cast far, and have fun, and I will see you later. Bye bye.